Darling, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about 11 spoiled girly girl hacks to attract and keep a high-value man. If you're interested, then stick around. Number 1. Do not, for the life of yourself, give him excessive attention unless he has earned it. More specifically, unless he has shown that he is worth it. I don't know when in time and history things shifted where we women are suddenly doting on men. Ew. Ew! Stop it! Look, I said this in one of my recent videos, something that my ex's mother actually told him, how the woman chooses. Darling, darling, darling. If you are chasing men, and if you are giving them excessive attention when they quite frankly are not worth it, what does that say about you? What is it giving? I can tell you for sure. Not abundance, baby. Let them earn your attention. Number 2. Can't believe I even have to say this. But I'll say it for you, because you're worth it, in case you forgot. Any red flags of low value, childish, abusive behavior, you end things. You end things right there. The moment your intuition gets an inkling of anything being ever so slightly dodgy, yeah, you get up and leave. You do not entertain him, point blank period, because you recognize that there is more than enough out there for you. Number 3. Make your words valuable. Do not speak light into him. Only yourself. Remember, men? I actually kind of got this tip from Margarita Nazarenko. I think she said something along the lines of this. Men will see you how you see you. Now, remember, you can train them, okay? You can give him a sprinkle of light when he does something that is high-value behavior. Why? Because you want to see more of this behavior. It's conditioning. But remember, no more than that until he has put a ring on it. Because, remember, you're not his mother. Number 4, this comes with a caveat because I know each to their own, but personally, no moving in. No moving in. Why would I play wifey when I'm still your girlfriend? Please, darling. Or at the very least, until a proposal. Leading me into the next point, your engagement should not last for more than 6 months to a year tops. Of course, there are some exceptions like health and extreme financial situations, and well, even in a case like that, if he's physically able, he should still be planning, because the intent should be to wife you up because he knows that you're a catch and that you still have options. Beyond that, baby, your time is precious. Value it. Number 6. If you, my darling, have said no or laid down a boundary, do not change your mind for him. He is not all that. And if he insists upon you changing your mind, he's really not all that. You must, my sweetheart, keep your commitments to yourself, your friends, and your goals. Because trust me, darling, as we previously mentioned on this channel, no man will ever feed you the way that your own damn delicious self will. The next point, be willing to lose him. And trust me, they can sense it in your energy. When you're desperate for him, when you need him more than anything, what happens? You start to compromise. You start to compromise on your non-negotiables. Now look, we want to be feminine, we want to be lovely, loving partners, of course. But in order to do so, in order to be our brightest, most brilliant selves, we must not negotiate on our non-negotiables. Am I clear? The only time you suffer, as in cry for a man, is when he has rightfully earned your suffering, aka when he has made it official with you, as in married, or the highest status of what it is that you would like in your relationship, I suppose. And by suffer, just to be very clear, I do not mean accepting abuse. The next point, you, your life, your family, and your friends first. Until he has put a ring on it, he is not worthy of being one of your top priorities. Now, of course, caveat, I need to stop being so insensitive. Look, if the guy is genuinely putting in the effort to build a life with you and you're in the boyfriend-girlfriend status, then by all means, carry on, make him a priority, fine, if you must. But if the man is not showing any energy... There was this movie I watched a long time ago, Think Like a Man. Interesting, educational actually, for the 15-year-old girl that I was. There was this particular... I don't know if I want to call him a gentleman, but there was somebody, let's just say, that was very comfortable in that movie. The girl was the one jumping around waiting for a proposal, whilst the guy... Well, let's just put it this way, he put in no effort, he could not care less. Yeah, none of that. If your boyfriend is a couch potato, if you're the one doing all of the work, sweetie, he shouldn't even be a priority, let alone a top one. Oh dear God, this one. Stop apologizing for your presence, your power, and your panani. Recognize your worth. Men do. As in, recognize their own. If you're not getting what you want out of a situation, leave. Men would, and do, because they recognize their value, and they make decisions accordingly. Yes, sometimes they overestimate it, but in doing so, they stay in alignment with what is best for them. What about you? What's your insurance? Stop. For heaven's sake, stop. You're giving me a headache. Stop with losing yourself and your life in the name of being such a good little girl and being oh so chill to be around. Listen, you want an alpha? You want a masculine man? You want a champ? You don't need to be so chill, darling. Have high standards, be high maintenance. He'll be able to afford it. It's okay to be a brat. In fact, the brattier, the better. And just to be clear, I don't mean being a horrible, rude piece of work. That being said, for some men, it truly makes no difference. You can't really lose being selfish as a woman, but you'll certainly lose losing yourself to a man. Second to last point, no, and I don't like X, Y, and Z, and I want are now going to become your favorite phrases. Entitled energy. You don't like that? You can't meet that? I can, so why can't you? I'll find somebody else who can. Now look, again, in practice, you don't have to be so mean. You can think things, you don't have to say them. But it's true. It's true. You need to demand a certain attitude about yourself, a certain get up and go, a certain understanding of your worth, your time, your value. Time is passing, dear. It's time you awoke to that fact and did something about it. Get up! There is a whole snack out there waiting for you that would do anything for you, and here you are, accepting crumbs. Do you know how queens eat? Not like this. No more crumbs. Get up and get yourself a whole damn gâteau. And lastly, my delicious darling, you want him to like you, love you, and most importantly, respect you in the long term? Let him earn you. And do not loan him security. That is his business to take care of. If he hates it, he can man up. Listen, in loaning a man all sorts of things, more specifically loaning a boy, but still loaning, you take away any conquering that he has to do. Effectively, you take away his manhood, the very thing that makes him respect himself. And in doing so, one day when he does make it, you'll just be that individual that loaned him, the individual that took away the very thing that makes him feel desirable about himself. If he is not a feminine-leaning man, he will resent you. And quite honestly, this can come out in all sorts of funny ways, such as putting you down, competing with you, becoming borderline if not fully abusive, or, as commonly seen in Hollywood, leading you on and then dumping you for someone half of your age. Listen, sweetie, men will still do what they're going to do, irrespective of how perfect or imperfect you are. But at the very least, we sure can control the controllable. Is your name Bob? No, I didn't think so. So quit building. My darling, that is it for today. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. For more juicy tips like this, make sure to stick around and click the bell icon so you're always notified when I post. That's it for now. Love you lots, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.